In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I created my ministry way back in late 2007. And since that time, even myself, I would have thought, like so many on this social media platform called YouTube and or Facebook, I would think that by this time, you would not see me like so many that have come and gone on this platform. That was 2007. And now we're here in 2020. Not so necessarily that I wanted to be here, but it seems as though every time I decide and become frustrated and disappointed, hey, what's up there, legend? How you doing? Let me put you on the screen. Come on in here with me. There you go. It would seem as though I should no longer be here. YouTube has terminated over 100 of my channels. Had it not been for the termination of my channels, you would see that Angel Snub 7, I'm not going to say that I would have hundreds and thousands of subscribers and whatever, but you would see that Angel Snub 7 would have at least 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, 30,000 maybe, if it was not for YouTube interfering and messing, terminating, destroying my work. But even so, clearly there is a wanting, clearly there is a section of YouTube or social media that wants me to be here, because after all the terminations, after all the diss videos and the threats on my life and so forth and so forth, I am still here. And since 2007, I don't know what it is about me. I'm a nobody, right? I'm a nobody. I'm nothing to speak of. Who's listening to Angel Snub 7? That's what I have been told since 2007. Nobody know you. Nobody listen to you. 40 million folks out. Nobody care about what you talk. My mama don't care about you. My daddy don't care about you. All what you saying is true. But for those who do know, like yourself, why or where is this anger coming from? Since 2007, so many angry with Angel Snub 7 and my opinion, my ideology, my opinion of what I have to say on certain subjects, generate hatred and anger, even to the point of death threats since 2007. But I'm a nobody. So why are you concerned about my opinion? Why are you concerned about somebody who nobody listened to? Why should you care? Because once you do hear, the truth hurts and it cuts deep. And you're not about truth. You're not about reality. That's why it hurt. And you know that you're doing something that is of no benefit. I am the mirror. I am the man in the mirror that you see that expose you for what you really are. And it's a hurtful thing. So you spend your time in denial. You spend your time in different worlds. You try to escape reality in your religion or your ideology because that's easier than facing the problems, and you go to the drugs and the alcohol and the religion and all these fairy tale and delusional beliefs that you get into. And your anger and your hatred towards Angel Snub 7 is because I interfere with your dream world, with your illusions, your delusions, and your fantasy. You're being comfortable in this septic tank because you think that you're free and you think you're living your life, and you are, but it's the life of a comfortable slave. Legend said it's because they are emotional. And that's true. And they are emotional because truth hurts. Reality hurts. It's a hurtful thing to like a person and that person don't like you back. It's a hurtful thing to accept. You have to accept that truth. She don't like me. But in your mind, you got a chance. In your mind, in your dream world, you already married her. You got babies by her. You successful. In your mind, in your delusion, in your fantasy. And this is something that the so-called Negro in America, we are founded upon these things from slavery because that's all you had. The slave working in the field. That's all they had was dreams and fantasy. That's all they had. You're not a slave. You're supposed to be a free person, but you're still operating on the foundation and the mindset of a slave. You don't think like a free man. You don't think like a free woman. That's why you don't understand and cannot comprehend where Angel Snub 7 come from, because I am free. I am liberated in the mind. I may not be liberated in the body. I may not be liberated in the physical, but the mind is liberated. Liberated from your religion, liberated from your spirituality, your delusions, your fantasy, and your fiction. It's real or nothing at all. And that's why you get so upset, because you're still asleep and you got somebody trying to wake you up. And you know how it is when you are really in a good sleep, having a good dream, and somebody start waking you up. You get angry, you want to slap them, kick the clock over, smash the clock, whatever, stop the ringing, because you don't want to wake up, because this dream feels good, but a dream is not reality. And that's where you see, and this is where you find most of our people in this country, or our group, because we're not a people, this group, these tribes with similar circumstance, that's where you find them in their own individual delusions and fantasy world. And I generate hatred when they talk about me. When they talk about me, I mean, you can feel the hate. I have done nothing to you except speak about your fairy tale. And I don't take personal shots at nobody. I talk about your belief system and your theology, your ideology. It's nothing personal. And many of you, your lifestyle of being a slave in this country, it's not your fault, but you know that this is not real life, but you tolerate it because you're too damn lazy. You don't know how to get out of jail. You don't know how to get out of the prison. So you find ways to make excuses for loving your incarceration. And you get angry at the slave. You get angry at the victim who is trying to inspire you and encourage you. Let's get out of prison. Let's get out of this jail. No, man, it's all right. I get 3 meals a day. I get 2 or 3 telephone calls a day. It's all right. I'm very sure the slave on the plantation that wanted to run away made those who was comfortable upset. Why you want to leave? Where you gonna go? How you doing there, Arden? Before I continue, I want to make a couple of announcements. I want to thank you for your donations to my medical hospital fund. Those who have donated to that fund, I appreciate it. I am feeling stronger. As you can tell, I'm feeling stronger and getting better all the time. How long that's going to last, I don't know, because I have a long road ahead. And I want to thank you also in behalf of our sister Noble that you have purchased or you plan to purchase her book called God is on Trial. So we thank you very much for your support of my medical fundraiser and your purchase of our sister's book, God is on Trial. I thank you so much. I appreciate every and little thing that you do because you don't have to do nothing at all. And so you do show your brother love and want to show him some caring. Help me with these bills that keep coming. It's going to be a long time before they stop, all into the new year. I thank you so much for helping me bring a little relief from this burden. I thank you so much. All right. So, Angel Snub 7, because of my opinion, I'm a nobody. So why do you care? Who cares about Angel Snub 7? The reality also is more people have heard and know about Angel Snub 7 than you think. A lot of us go by the view count. You can't go by the view count because YouTube is messing with, interfering with the view count. Because why would people know what I said? How would people know about what I'm doing? If nobody's watching Angel Snub 7, nobody cares. Well, how do you know what I said and what I'm doing? You had to watch at some point or another. I'm not a superstar, but I've been on YouTube since 2007, way before Tariq Nasheed, way before Dr. Boyce Watkins, way before Young Pharaoh, way before Sonetta TV. Been here longer than all of them. And before YouTube was messing with my views and subscribers, I was many of those who was right there in the recommended. I was right there in the same position they are now, back in 2007, 2009, and so forth. King Noble, J.T. Raleigh 1, even Sister Noble, she was Miss Maxie 74. Way before these folks. Okay. Speaking of hatred, I was going back and forth on a post. That's right. Thank you, Arden. Arden says, you put out great content. Hey, trying to keep it real here. That's all. Folks talk about they want the truth. No, they don't. Not really. They want some. They want a little taste. They really don't want reality. They don't really want the whole enchilada. They don't really want all that. They want just enough to stay happy. I don't want to be happy. Malcolm X said, in order for us to get out of this situation, you got to stay angry. You can't get comfortable. You got to fight, fight, fight. These people are not ready to fight, fight, fight. They just want to do a little something, do a little thing. They want to give us an illusion of trying, and they're not doing nothing. So they can say, well, look what I'm doing. I'm trying. No, you're not. You have to stay angry all the time in order to get this job done. You're comfortable. So why don't we admit it? Some people admit it. Hey, I'm just a comfortable Negro. I'm just a comfortable slave. Just admit it. Instead of out here trying to flaunt and try to pretend. Anybody can see that you're not real. That's true, legend. These other people, they're being pushed because they're not offering us nothing. I'm the only one. Why would YouTube, this little guy that nobody give a damn about, why do the corporation, Google, see that it's necessary to destroy 100 of my channels? They don't want me to speak at all. Be quiet. Why would a corporation target a little guy that nobody listened to? You need to ask yourself a question. You need to ask yourself that question. Why do so many of these other people don't want me to talk, don't want me to speak? Why is that? And I'll show you. Because it's great medicine. I'm a doctor that's going to heal our sickness once and for all. The cancer is not going to keep coming back. That's the reason why. No more talk. We're going to do this and get it over with. In our generation. We're not waiting another 2,000 years. We're not waiting another 300 years. We're going to do this in our generation before we take our last breath. This generation can solve the problem once and for all. But you can't do it when you don't know what to do and you're incompetent. I'm bringing us the method and the way to get the job done once and for all. A new mindset, a new strategy so that you can win and stop being a damn loser. Oh, they really hate me when I call them a loser. That's what you are. We're going to talk about that in a minute. You are a loser. You're not winning, you're a loser. You don't want nobody to tell you that. You don't want to hear that. But that's what you are. You're a bunch of losers. Bunch of incompetent misfits. That's not my fault. That's what you are. The only thing I'm doing is telling you what you already know. But you want somebody to come and babyfy you. Oh, it's a hard job, and kiss you on your little knee and tell you you're a god and a king. You're a god of what? You don't have no power. You're a king of what? You don't rule nothing. You want somebody to tell you lies. I'm not here to stroke your pathetic loser ass ego. When you do something, I will give you credit. Until then, I'm going to call it for what it is. You're a bunch of pro-black, blackly black, Pan-African, Kemetic, Israelite, more losers. Feel good talk, rhetoric, keep selling false hopes and false dreams. When is all this going to happen? No time limit. It's going to happen when it happens. You know, nobody in their right mind is going to go for that. How would you like to go to the job and then your employer tell you it's payday and he's going to tell you, well, I don't know when you're going to get your check. Everything is set on a time limit. Babies are born in 9 months. Everything, if that baby don't show up in 9 months, something is wrong. The baby show up before 9 months, it's premature. But there's always time limits. Fall, spring, winter, time limits, the changing of the season. These people just want us to sit here and keep listening to your history and your information and your scholarship forever. And nothing changed. The condition stays the same. Oh, it's going to change one day. Nobody in their right mind want to hear that. When? They still waiting on Jesus 2,000 years. When is Jesus going to just wait and wait and wait? That's a sign of mental instability. That's a mental disorder. That's abnormal thinking. They are offering feel-good talk. If that's the case, I need to spit game, and get me some money. If only thing I have to do is lie. And that's another thing. See, I could do that. I have the personality. I have the charisma. I got everything that it takes to come on here and tell lies just like the rest of the jokers. And make you feel good. And spit and sell you false hopes and dreams. I could easily do that. I have a guilty conscience, though. It would bother me. Because you deserve our group, our people in similar circumstance. After 400 years, you deserve truth. You deserve better. You deserve the best. You deserve to get out of this hellhole we've been in going on 500 years. You deserve better. But you have these leeches and these parasites and these incompetent folks they're looking for booty, they're looking for money, looking for something. They don't give a damn about you. They really don't know what they're doing. And that's enough. That's not enough for me. You get angry at Angel Snubbing Up 7 because you put something on my plate, and that ain't enough. That ain't enough food. I'm a grown man. These little portions, you gotta feed me like I'm a grown man. This is not a balanced diet. Get this slop off my plate. You think you can feed me anything, and I'm supposed to just accept it. That's not how it worked with me. But some of you don't care. Put anything on your plate. Long as it's looking a little tasty, you eat it. No nutrition, no taste, and it's acceptable. I don't do that here. We don't do that here. So I'm on this. Now, when you put a post, you put a video, or if you are on Facebook or wherever, and you post something that is public, that means everybody can see it, and now you can block the comments or whatever, but if you allow the comments, that means you are allowing all comments. That means you are allowing anybody to view your work. Hey, twin, what's happening? This video is public. Anybody can comment, anybody can view. And I have no problem with that as long as you are within the guidelines of YouTube and you're civil and you talk like you got some damn sense. I don't care. And yeah, let me finish this story. I want to talk about that too real quick, twin. Now I'm on this Aboriginal Facebook page, and there's all kinds of Aboriginal stuff. Aboriginal, American Indians. I don't know what these folks come up with. Anyway, I'm on this page. It's public. The only thing I said or wrote on the page was that you love your ancestors who you never knew 12,000 years ago. You love your ancestors, but you cannot get along with your modern day biological family that you know right now in modern times. That don't make any sense. How can you have all this love for somebody you don't know nothing about going back 12,000 years, but you can't get along with your mama, your uncle, your brothers and sisters and cousins right here in 2020 who you actually know? That don't make any sense. How can you love dead folks and you worshiping dead people that you don't know, and you can't get along with people that's alive? Arden says, you are part of history in my eyes, brother. Your story is powerful, and I'm glad to have found this channel 2 years ago. Thank you very much, Arden. I want somebody to explain this to me. How can I love my grandmother 12,000 years ago, but I cannot get along with my mother in 2020? It don't make any sense. How can I have all this love for somebody I don't know 12,000 years ago, but I'm tripping on my mother because she didn't give me enough money, she treated me bad when I was a child or whatever? See, it's delusion. Those people 12,000 years ago was human beings. They have ill behaviors. They just like us in 2020. You would not get along with them either. But since you don't know them, you got all this love. And I said, that don't make any sense. So they get real angry about my comment. They get so angry about my comment. Hold on a second. A person gets so angry at my comment, they start threatening me, talking about, if I met you face to face, I'll beat you up. We heard that one before, right? I'll meet you face to face. Now, their primary concern is that this is their land. This foreigner is on their land, and they want their land back. Well, I don't want your land. Matter of fact, I hope you get your land back. What you threatening me for? Now, if you notice, these Pan-Africans and black folks, whatever, they have no problem with threatening other victims of racism. They will not threaten the person that owns your land. Now, you threaten me, if I meet you face to face, I'll beat you up. Well, what about the people that's on your land? That's your primary concern. You talk about these people, you want your land back, give me my land. Well, go to them, threaten them. The first thing that's going to happen is they are going to kick you off Facebook. The second thing that happened, you might get charged with a crime and they take your ass to jail. You're not going to mess with them. Bunch of cowards. You're not going to do anything. Most of these people hide behind avatars, hide behind pictures on social media, running their damn mouth. You're not going to bust a grape. You're not going to do nothing. Get off my land. It's not your land. Nobody does not own the earth. You don't even own your life. Any sucker, piece of trash, can stab you and shoot you and take your life. You don't even own your life. You only own enough until somebody can come and take it from you. If you cannot defend it, you no longer own it. You only own it long enough as well as you can defend it. That's the way it is. And when you're looking at the history of patriarchal societies living under the domination where men rule, that's the norm. Go in, kick that man's ass, take his crap. And then somebody come in, beat you up, and take your crap. That's how it rolls. Nobody don't never own nothing. Catch you tripping, take your life. That's what they do here. Legend says there's no proof that we are and were or Native Americans, not saying some of us are not, but it's useless. That's right, it's useless today. That's over with. That's done. Those people was conquered. It's over. You need to accept that. And you are not them. You are not what your people was 12,000 years ago. Matter of fact, you're not them. In 2020, we're not them. We're our own unique people now. We're not them. That's over. They live in the past. Keep talking about what Africa did. The key word is did. That's past tense. What Africa done. That's past tense. What the Native Americans was. That's past tense. It's all in the past. I don't give a damn about the past. Stuck in the past. And the reason why you stuck in the past, because you ain't doing a damn thing right now, and you're not going to be doing nothing in the future. Except running your damn mouth, talk about what we could do, shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's why they get angry at me. And see, it's on you, not me. Because I'm not a savior. I'm not a messiah. It's not my responsibility to do nothing for nobody. I'm only responsible for myself. I'm not responsible for 40 million soul brothers and sisters in this country. I'm not your leader. I don't claim to be divine. I don't claim to be a savior. I offer you my suggestion. I offer you my advice. If you reject it, that's your business. And I'm going to talk about you because you're going to continue to be a loser. And I'm going to tell you this is the way that you need to go. You're not going to make it. Because if you was going to make it, you would have done it long time ago. If you wasn't a damn loser, there would be no need for Angel Snub Number 7. If you were successful, if you was doing what you claimed you could do, I wouldn't even exist. Like King Noble said, that's a fact. There's no need for me. There's a need for me because the universe or the creation, or whatever you want to call it, has just a little bit of mercy on you to try to help your dumb ass out, and you don't even recognize it because you lost in your fantasy world. You lost in delusions. You caught up in your ego. And you want to blame me because you're a damn loser. No, you can blame me because I'm calling you out and exposing you and showing you you're a loser. What are you doing? I'm not supposed to do nothing. God don't talk to me. I'm not supposed to do nothing. I'm not your leader. If you made me your leader, then it would be my responsibility, and you have the right to hold me accountable for my leadership. I'm not your leader, so you can't hold me accountable for nothing. I owe you nothing. I have a right to speak, whether you like it or not. Like you have a right to speak. You just don't like the fact that I'm telling the truth about your happy ass. That's a personal problem. You need to work on your emotions. We're going to talk about these emotional Negroes also. You're going to threaten me. I didn't take your land. Threaten the people that took your land. And when I told this faceless troll, threaten the people that took your land, then he stopped talking. He went silent because he's a coward. How you going to threaten me? I'm not your problem. The problem is the one that you say took your land. Go threaten Facebook. Threaten the United States government or whoever took your land. Sorrowful, pitiful, pathetic losers. That's what they don't like about me. Because I'm bringing you the real truth. We're going to keep it real as best as we can. Here, I don't know where they do other places, but here we are going to keep it as real as possible. Don't call me a liar. Angel Snapping Up 7 is a liar. Why should I lie? What am I lying about? What is the benefit? Now, I could be in error. I can make a mistake, but I'm not a liar. When I was locked up, there's no reports. After 10 years of study of me, they don't call me a liar. And these are my enemies. My enemies do not report me being a liar. I can make a mistake. I can be in error, but I'm not a liar. There's no benefit. I'm not trying to convert you to nothing. I'm not trying to change your mind about nothing. I'm just offering my advice and my suggestion. I'm not trying to convert you to some religion or to some idea. I'm not trying to, you do what you got to do. The only thing I do is bring advice and suggestions. If you don't want it, so be it. No big deal. No hard feelings. I'm not angry at you. You don't see me get angry at people because they reject what I'm talking about. I don't care. I offer it to you. You want it or you don't. Hey, but some of these folks, that's not how they operate. They get angry when you reject their belief and their ideology and how they feel. They get all emotional. They just fall all apart. Let's talk about this real quick. Where's that comment at? There we go. Operation Exodus Mississippi is all original Nups idea. I just posted a video where Maurice Muhammad finally, this is the man that says truth has come to you. But he's a liar. For 2 years, the Mississippi campaign was originally an idea that came from this platform in 2018, February or March. Forgot exactly which month it was. And when I came up with the idea, myself and Brother Taalik, I was talking with him. I presented it, sent Maurice Muhammad an email. In the video, finally, the man tells the truth about the whole situation. He said that I sent him an email telling him, and that's what I've done. But for 2 years, he lied. This is a person that's supposed to be a leader. How you gonna follow somebody and now you see that this man is an outright liar and he's a deceiver? You knew it, and really everybody, most of you was already there when these things start coming into being. You was there when I first presented the Mississippi campaign from the very beginning. Y'all already know where it come from. Maurice had nothing to do with it. Until I brought it to his attention. And even when he decided to do his version of the Mississippi campaign. He's still stuck with the state of Mississippi. You got Alabama, you got Georgia, you got Illinois, you got a whole lot of other states. He still stayed with the state of Mississippi. But in the meantime, Maurice Muhammad caused confusion and anger and hatred, threats on people's lives and physical assault. That's what he created for 2 years. People going back and forth, hating one another over a lie. And you want to follow this person as some leader. Now, I do appreciate the fact that he did finally tell the truth. But look at the damage you caused. Do you understand, if we had stayed on the course that we was on, how powerful you and I could have become by this time? All of us together. But in your immaturity, in your selfishness, in your arrogance, you have nothing. So it's really pathetic. It's really, yeah. And he called me in the video Angel Snub Nose. Like he don't know how to pronounce my name. Maurice Muhammad have known me since 2013. And he knows I heard him say Angel Snub 7. But see, it's that arrogance that we have. It's that immaturity that we have. And we're supposed to be adult men, and we still have a childish, immature behavior. I am not Angel Snub Nose. I am Angel Snub 7. He also know my real name. And these are your leaders. These are the ones you follow. These are because they make you feel good. All these are roads to nowhere. Nowhere. And if that's what you want to do, hey, I'm not, no hard feelings. We don't do that here. I'm glad that the man finally told the truth, which we already knew. So I don't know what to say. I don't see a glorious future for us at all with this attitude. This segment of YouTube supposed to be the smart ones. You got the information, you the scholar, and you so damn smart, and this is your behavior. I don't blame the 40 million for ignoring you, and they should ignore you. You have nothing to offer except a road to nowhere. The usual false hopes, false dreams. That's what you offer. Now, the topic that we really want to get into real quick and call it a day. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but I think that you need to know. I will not have Cuckoo Cutter, Brother Gary Wilson. He will no longer appear on this platform. I have blocked him from my personal telephone and my social media. And I wish him the best of luck in his endeavors and what he wishes to do. But the behavior that he have shown me within the recent hours, that would not be tolerated. Gary Wilson on his live stream, of which I was invited yesterday, Gary Wilson shared a private message with other people on that platform that I don't even know. I know Brother Bakari, this other fella I don't know. But it doesn't make any difference. I shared a private message from my telephone, my cell phone, to his cell phone. And he shared what I had to communicate to him. I did not send the message to Bakari. I did not send the message to this other guy. I sent the message to him. And he put the message out to the rest of the public. What I sent him on the telephone. That is a sign, absolutely, that's low. And then he proceeded to make mockery of me and talk about me like a dog. Why? I will tell you why. I was listening to Gary Wilson's broadcast, and some of you could have been listening to his broadcast, but according to your comments in the chat room, when Gary is on my platform, the reality is y'all really don't like him. I mean, that's just the reality of it. You really don't like him. You know that Gary is not one of us. You know this. And that's why many of you did not subscribe to Gary's channel. You don't want nothing to do with Gary. You could tell by his commentary that he's not one of us. So if you would subscribe to Gary, if you was really that interested, you might hey, you might have seen the live stream yesterday. Now, as many of you know, within the last month or so, matter of fact, just a few days ago, Friday, I had a second surgery. So I am healing, trying to heal from major surgery, and I just had surgery Friday. I just had surgery Friday. I'm still in pain. I'm still hurting. Right. Gary is cuckoo cutter. Now, I'm just listening. I'm not in a mood to be talking. I can lay on my back and write some stuff on my telephone, but I'm not really in a mood to be talking to nobody. Gary insists, come on, Angel, come to the platform. We want to hear your voice. Now, I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I just had surgery. I'm not really in the mood, but I decided to make an appearance because I was invited. I was invited to the platform. I did not ask to be there. I was invited by the person running the platform. I did not ask to be there. Now, he had somebody else there, and I guess that person's supposed to be the main performer, whatever. I have nothing to do with that. Then that person has a gripe with Gary for doing what he done. So I come on the platform and I try to talk, and they both cut me off. I don't even get started good, and they both cut me off, and I let them have it. So 20, 30, 40 minutes later, they bring me back on. So since they cut me off, I thought I should have the ability to talk a little bit. And this Pan-African, and see, this is another thing. Now, you know how I feel about Pan-African ideology. I kicked all the Pan-African folks off my channel. All the blackity-black folks is gone. All the Pan-African, all that black, all these religious, spiritual, all these folks, well, not really, because I have some people who are blackity-black, they Pan-African, they still here with us. You know the type that I'm talking about. All these types of folks are gone. And I make it very clear, I do not like them. I do not like them at all. Black identity extremists, that's what I call them. So why, if I don't want them on my platform, why would I want to go to your platform and go back and forth with an idiot? And the reason why I kicked them off my platform, because these people are emotional. They don't know how to hold a civil conversation without falling apart. They start becoming emotional. I don't have time for that. After my so-called debate with Maurice Muhammad, I'm done with that. I'm too old. I can't tolerate it no more. Now, when I was in my 20s, 30s, early 40s, oh yeah, we could do this. I'm too old for this going back and forth, hollering and bickering. I can't do that no more. So here I am trying to speak, and this Pan-African, you can see he can't hold himself back. He wants to talk. You will have your chance to talk. But they so emotional, got so much, he just got to talk and start cutting me off because he want to defend his position. You're going to get your chance to talk, chump. When I saw Gary going to Maurice's channel, that already told me where he stood. They say those with like minds, they hang out together. I want to tell you something else. Do you remember Brother Craig? Remember Craig, Black supremacy, African supremacy? Craig was recording people on his cell phone, and we didn't know private conversations was being conducted. That's what Craig was doing, recording our private conversations. The same thing that Gary done, except Gary took private messages and shared it with all these strange folks. Craig was doing basically the same type of thing. Right, twin, absolutely. I already know that Gary is not like me. I know where Gary's coming from, but I let Gary come on this platform and speak. How many times did you see me cut him off? I let Brother Gary speak, and then if I felt he went over the line, then I gave my comment, and he was complaining about that. I let you talk. And when you didn't have nothing else to say, then I spoke my piece. You cannot play both sides of the fence on this matter, says Brother Twin. You can't. Either you real or you fake. That's what Brother J.T. Riley used to say back in the day. Either you real or you fake. So you go over there with your fake buddies, that's where you belong. And then he make excuses for Caucasian people and they're evil. So you know that he's not on our side. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to be fair with people. I'm going to judge people based on themselves, but I'm going to blame where blame fits. And if it's Caucasian people, I'm going to say it. And if I can say specific names, I would do that. I don't know where Gary is at. Somewhere in Oklahoma, I believe. I don't know. Gary is so naive, he thinks that the people he worked for view him as family. He's nothing but a slave driving a truck, a slave on a plantation. He's not family. And if you get in the right situation, They're going to show you you ain't no damn family. I have a very cordial relationship with my employer, but we are not family. They're not my family. We're not even friends. We have a contract. You pay me for doing a certain amount of work. Absolutely. I respect people. I don't trip off your ideology because your ideology and your thinking process is different from mine. I don't trip off of that. But there are people who can't handle my opinion. I guess I'm too rough. The truth hurts too bad. But what kicked this whole thing off was he invited me to the show. You got this disrespectful, emotional Pan-African cat. And I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not hollering and screaming with you. I'm not doing that. That's what they want to do. So Cuckoo Cutter gets angry because he thinks that I'm supposed to stay here and be abused and tolerate for your entertainment. I'm not your entertainment. I'm not going to go back and forth screaming and hollering with this Negro that's lost in the past, a fake African. I'm not doing that. So I left the platform, and now he's angry. Cuckoo Cutter is angry. He started calling me names, make mockery of my mental state. He's so angry, he's talking about my In Vogue poster. Just full of emotional. He just becomes emotional and angry and upset because I won't go back and forth. Hey, what's up there, Wise Think? Ain't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Emotional because I'm not going to be your entertainment. The same thing with Alquan, that faceless troll. I want you to come on my platform and talk about the Mississippi Can. No, you want me to come on your platform to use me for entertainment. That's what you really want. Because I already know you don't give a damn about the Mississippi campaign. Gary don't give a damn about the Mississippi campaign. We know all these things. So he's extremely angry because I was able to talk and they want to tell me in my face, bring their rebuttal. If you wanted me to stay there and hear your rebuttal, you should have kept your damn mouth shut. Let me talk, say what I need to say, and then we can listen to what you got to bring. Oh no, you want to go, you're going to cut me off because these guys so damn emotional over crap. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that here, and I'm not going to do that there. Not doing it. But they think, oh, you a coward, you scared. I'm scared of what? I'm a coward for what? How? No, I'm not playing your game. I'm not your entertainer. You do that on your platform. I don't do that. I'm not going to be the entertainment for Alquan. I'm not going to be the entertainment for you or nobody. Sit your ass up, be a man, speak like you got some damn sense, be civil, and have a conversation. If you cannot do that, then I'm out. I'm gone. And this is another thing. I think you know how it is when blood is in the water and the sharks smell the blood. Now I tell these idiots, I'm hurting, I'm in pain, I'm not really in the mood. I had major surgery. They already know this. They have no empathy for my pain. They don't give a damn. It's all about what they want. They don't care that I'm hurting, I'm in pain. They don't care. True that, true that. True that, twin. 2020 is exposing the fake. And so Gary on my Facebook, trying to think of everything negative he can think about me. See, when you get angry, all the things you was thinking about somebody All of it come out. So this is what you've been thinking about me all the time. And it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad, because now I wanted to get rid of you a long time ago. Now it can be done because you're not part of this. You're not really part of this. And all those who come on this platform, I see your comments in the chat room. You never care nothing about Gary anyway. You know he's not like us. He's a hunky lover. He's a hunky lover. He's a part of the, he's an excuse maker as Tariq Nasheed. He's an excuse maker for the dominant society. He's a comfortable slave Negro in here trying to make excuses. Blame yourself for your condition. I didn't put myself in this condition. I was born here. How am I going to blame me, fool, for something I had nothing to do with? But that's his philosophy. Oh, blame yourself. Start with yourself. Yeah, you do that after you get me out of the damn septic tank that I was born in. I didn't put myself in racism. I didn't put myself in all this drama. This was done way before I was born. How the hell am I going to blame myself? You idiot. Because he don't want to offend his white friends. There are Caucasian people, white people, who have been listening to Angel Snub Nub 7 ever since 2007, 2009. They don't have no problem. There are many Caucasian people that listen to me. Matter of fact, back in the day, they sent me money. White folks sent me money to support my platform. And actually, they do more and have done for my platform. They mirror my videos. They have sent me donations I have to tell the truth. Support me way more than my soul brother and sister audience have done. That's just the truth of the matter. Until recently, because my soul brothers and sisters you are supporting my medical fund. And white people have been donating to my medical fund. And I'm not changing my thoughts. I'm not changing my speech. I still talk the way I want to talk because I'm telling the truth. Some people can handle the reality. Some people can handle the truth. Some people can't. That's a personal problem. I have nothing to do with that. So, Gary Wilson, Cuckoo Cutter, I have blocked him from my social media. I have blocked him from my telephone. I wish him the best in his endeavors of talking about science and kissing folks in the backside and your love for this world and Republicans and Democrats and talking about stuff that happened 50,000 years ago. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. You don't belong here. And I don't know why you want to hang here. He also made mockery of the Mississippi campaign, all that type of stuff. So, no, you don't belong here. And that chapter is over, and it will never happen again. All these people. Now, there's only one person I might talk to, and that's Brother Bakari. But he's a Pan-African person, so he has a mindset. And see, really, I don't need to deal with that type of mindset at all, because these people are emotional. They really can't control their emotions. They think they 100% right. They think they gods or kings, but you still a damn slave living in America. You so smart. You so intelligent. Why your condition is not changing? They want to get mad at me because I'm letting you know, you talking all this garbage, you ain't changing a damn thing. And it's thousands of them. Brother Bakari said, well, it's thousands of people like me. No, it's not. Where they at? Show it to me. No, it's not. There's not no thousands of nobody with me, because if there was thousands with me, we would be changing some stuff right now. We're not like you. We're not a bunch of losers. I know what I'm doing. I'm competent. I have a goal. I have a purpose. I have vision. We would be changing the condition if I had thousands like you claim. because I know what to do, really what to do. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're just making excuses because Pan-Africanism is for losers, a road to nowhere, selling false hope, false dreams, like religion and spirituality, delusions and fairy tales. So let me talk about two little things before we get out of here that this Pan-African, emotional Pan-African guy, he was really upset that I was speaking on. The first thing that I was speaking on was the fact that Pan-Africanism and all this blackety-black, black first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and whatever, comedic stuff, all this stuff, y'all a bunch of losers. Oh, we did, no, you ain't, they lost. Even when you talk about Marcus Garvey, when you talk about Nat Turner, I don't care, they did not win the battle. Booker T. Washington did not win the battle. Dr. King did not win the battle. We've been losing. For the last 100 years, we've been losing. We have not won. How are you going to claim to be a winner and you have not won? You don't win until you win the war. You might win a few skirmishes. You might win a few battles, but you have not won the war. The purpose of going to war is to win the war, not a battle, not a skirmish, to win the war. You have not done that. You're not even close. This Pan-African gonna tell me that history helps you in your liberation. I said, how? You show me anywhere in time teaching the people history free them from an oppressor. No, it don't. That's something for your own personal indulgence after you become liberated. When I was locked up, anybody in jail, anybody trying to break out of jail, I never heard them say, let me learn some history. That's going to help me get out of this prison. I never heard that. I never heard nobody in no kind of trouble talk about, if I learn my history, I'm gonna get out of trouble. It's a damn lie. This man live in delusion. Oh, you can't free the people. You got to teach them. Look, I just want to be free. I'll learn about history later on. That's not going to help nobody become liberated because you learn about some stuff that happened 50,000 years ago that you cannot prove. You assume, and as a theory, your ass did not live 100 million years ago, 50,000 years ago, or whatever. It's hearsay. It's based on what somebody think because they wasn't there. You really don't know how that went down. You don't know, you wasn't there. You can't prove it. So they plagiarize information and regurgitate stuff they think they know. Well, the historians, how do they know? History and science is in the eyes of the beholder. Adolf Hitler is a prime example. Adolf Hitler had scientists, he had historians that actually went out in the world to dig up different information to support his idea of white supremacy. And all governments do that. America do it, Africans do it, Asians do it. They take the history and tell it the way they want to tell it. And a lot of times they lie. They change it up. So here you are plagiarizing, regurgitating information. You don't know whether it's true or factual. You really don't know. But they feel this Pan-African, I've been studying for 35 years. I was talking to one of those American Indian Negroes. I've been studying for 33 years. So what? that don't mean that you got it right. There's people that's been doing things for years and years and years, and it was wrong. So what, you've been studying and getting the information for 30 years, 35 years. That don't mean you right because you read a lot of books. I have a lot of books. I could put a bookcase behind me right now instead of in vogue. I have a lot of books. I used to be just like you at one time. I read a lot of books. I know a lot of this stuff that y'all talking about. You're not telling me nothing new. I used to read all that stuff. I was into all that stuff also. It does nothing to help you in our situation. Just feel good rhetoric, make you feel smart. You're a scholar. You get the information. You're not the source. Who are the sources of this information? The same information that you get, somebody else will come up and say, that's wrong. I would be glad when there comes a day when scientists and historians can do their real job and tell the truth to the best of their ability about history. Because right now, the history and the science, a lot of science garbage that we got, you got people that can take it and manipulate it any kind of way they want to. You have Christians trying to talk about there's God DNA and all this nonsense. So you can take history and science and make it whatever you want. I'm not impressed by all that garbage. Okay, so you know. How has it changed your condition? It's not changing your condition at all. Not even your personal life. What is it doing for you personally? Nothing. You think you smart? I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been doing this for 35 years. And you wrong. And see, that's another thing. Some of these people have been doing this stuff a long time, and they don't want to hear that they wrong. Do you think, now I was with the Nation of Islam, really ever since I was a little boy until 1998. No, till 1989, something like that. Here I am. Everybody I meet, you need to believe in Elijah Muhammad. You need to believe in Master Fard Muhammad and all this stuff. How do you think I felt? All these people that I told, join the Nation of Islam, Mr. Farrakhan is so great and blah, blah. How you think I felt when I finally realized all that stuff was wrong? How you think I felt? But I was man enough to know and stand up and say, hey, I was wrong. That stuff is garbage. Look how long that I was into it, ever since I was a little boy, 6 or 7 years old, all the way till 1989. And I'm trying to get people to join the Nation of Islam. I'm putting Elijah Muhammad on a pedestal. It's all, and I find out it's all make-believe garbage. Malcolm X had to go through the same thing when they turned on him. And he had to turn around. I brought most of these people into this stuff, and hey, yeah, but Malcolm X accepted the reality of it. I accept the reality of it. Malcolm X, I was wrong about it. We was wrong. Some of these people cannot, they Christians, and they know that their belief is wrong. Some of these people don't give a damn about the truth. They're going to hold on to their lie to the day they die. And they know it's a lie. And they don't like people like me because it makes them feel bad because they know I'm telling the truth and they live in a lie. There's only two people in this world. Either you real or you damn fake. One or the other. My brother, J.T. Riley, once said that. Either you real or you fake. We gonna be real here or nothing at all. More lies. What about flying out your body and going to another planet? It's a damn lie. They do it in their dreams. It's a dream. It's not real. But unfortunately, that's where many of us, our minds is at, in delusions and fantasy and fiction. If Pan-African, if black, all this blackity, if y'all winners, look, I was on my back in the hospital for 2 weeks. What did they accomplish? Nah, I'm in the hospital. I got all kinds of tubes and lines hooked to my body. I'm in a bed laying on my back for 2 weeks. What was Pan-African doing? In the 2 weeks that I was on my back, what did you accomplish? Nothing. You said, what are you accomplishing? I'm not accomplishing nothing. The same thing you're doing. I'm not accomplishing nothing, and you ain't accomplishing nothing. But the thing about it is, I don't claim to be trying to accomplish anything. You do. You doing all this work. You putting in your work. Let me tell you something about work. There are recalls. We recall a can of beans, recall a car, recall a baby seat, whatever they recall. Somebody put in some work, but it was incompetent work, negligent work. So whatever was produced was recalled. You can't use it. So yeah, y'all putting in the work. It's incompetent work. It's doing us no good work. It's fruitless work. It's work that don't produce nothing. It's work that produce nothing or very little. And you think small. And the reason why you think small is because you're selfish and you're arrogant and you won't unite with your brothers and sisters so that you can really do something big. So y'all do these small projects, and small not gonna make it, baby. The only thing that's gonna get us and put us back in this race is something big. All these little small things that y'all do, not gonna go nowhere. Dr. Umar Johnson been working on the school since 2004. The only thing he has is 2 abandoned bomb shelters. No school. Thousands of dollars spent. And some of y'all accept that. That's not acceptable here. I don't tolerate that here. You're not gonna give me thousands of dollars and I can't show you something. If I cannot produce, I sit my happy ass down and tell you, I don't know, I can't get it done, y'all. Let me tell you something. Just because somebody is sincere, just because somebody has passion, don't mean they can get the job done. Being sincere, being emotional, being passionate does not mean that you're competent to do the job that needs to be done. I like you, but you can't get the job done. So you try to find somebody that can get the job done. If I can't get the job done, I would tell you, hey, this is not working. I'm really trying hard, but it's not working. We need to pass this to somebody else. I don't have a problem with that because I want to win. I don't care who's in the front. I don't care who's leading the charge. I don't care who's getting the praise. I don't care who's getting the credit as long as the job get done. Now, you're a failure. And I don't care what excuse that you come up with Oh, we need more time. How much time do you need? They always talk about this is a long process. How long is it? What, would you need another 10 years? Another 20, 30, 40? How long? You have no idea of what you need? If somebody was building a house for you, you're going to ask them for a timetable. You're not going to wait 20, 30, 40, 50 years for your house. You're going to give them your money to get started on your house, and there's a date when this house is supposed to be finished. If we support the Mississippi campaign and do it the way it needs to be done, I'm going to give you dates, and we are going to make our dates. That's how it's supposed to work. You're not going to be waiting forever, another 1,000 years. It has to be a timetable. You're not going to be waiting for Jesus here for 2,000 years. If I'm going to wait on Jesus, give me a time. Already been waiting on Jesus for 2,000 years. I'm not waiting on Jesus no more. I don't mind waiting on Jesus, but I'm not going to wait another 2,000 years. And so these Pan-Africans and all these black identity extremist type folks and Kemen and Moore and the Israelite, all they're talking all this stuff. When is all this stuff going to happen? They don't know. Well, you lost me. I don't want nothing to do with that. You don't know. You don't know the time. One of the most popular themes from the Nation of Islam is the time and what must be done. And right now, we should be saying the time and what we did, because the time and what must be done should have been done a long time ago. It should be the time and what we did and what we're doing. But it's still the time and what must be done, because we have not accomplished anything except talk, except feel-good rhetoric. You should be sick of it. That is no longer acceptable. Not here. It might be acceptable to Boyce Watkins and Tariq Nasheed and Farrakhan and Young Pharaoh and Sinetta. It might be acceptable that Cool Cutter, all these people, maybe that's acceptable to them. Not here. We want to win. Timetable. We're going to win. We're going to conquer. We're going to be successful. We got faith in ourselves. We're competent. Being a loser is not an option. Been on social media for 20, 30 years now. And Twin Pyramid says, haven't moved forward not an inch. No new strategy, no new ideas. Doing the same loser stuff that we've been doing, voting and marching and Black Power, RBG, Black First, doing the same garbage, same stuff over and over again. Then you finally see something new. I'm going to steal it and change it into something old. I'm going to take the Mississippi campaign, turn it into the Mississippi Initiative, and do the same old loser-ass stuff that we've been doing for the last 100 years. That's defeating the purpose of having new strategy, goal, purpose, and vision. It's not going to go nowhere. And it's not going nowhere. A bunch of talk, false hopes and dreams. You don't do it big, you're not going to get anywhere. You need to encourage the whole 40 million, a good slice, to get involved in changing their own life. It's not about me. That's why I'm not going to do it by myself. It's about us. If us don't want to do it, Hey, that's fine with me. I'm not your savior. I'm not a messiah. That's your business. Keep doing your thizzy. I see you will finally be successful probably by the year 3030. Good luck. But at least you feel good about the whole thing. And that's what a comfortable slave. You're a comfortable slave. You got YouTube, you got Facebook, you can get drunk, you can make babies that you don't really give a damn about, have a good time, that's all. Talk about your sports, talk about what happened 12,000 years ago, all that other nonsense. I don't do that here. Not interested in what happened 12,000 years ago. You better worry about what's going to happen in the next 12 hours. Silly people. Elijah Muhammad said, the so-called Negro, easy to lead in the wrong direction, hard as hell to lead in the right direction. Now, he is 1,000% correct on that one. Let's talk about this last topic, and we get out of here. Another false claim by Pan-African folks. You really have the nerve to sit up and talk about Africans are united. When the hell did that happen? So I make a comment. I asked this Pan-African, when the hell did that happen? When did Africans unite? Now, you might have a little tribe, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. But when you talk about the African continent and 50 nations, they have never united. They did not unite then, and they are not united now. Just like soul brothers and sisters in this country. Some of us, we get together and we friends until we turn our back and betray folks like Cuckoo Cutter and send out private messages, an agent and a spy. Hey, what's up there, soul brother 85? Let me put you on board real quick. Yeah, we get together and we friends and buddies with each other for a little while. Black Americans, soul brothers and sisters, Africans, we are not united, have never. And the reality is, you're really not interested in unity. I told this Pan-African that if it wasn't for this division among Africans, the slave trade coming to the Americas wouldn't even be possible. Most people agree with that. I know that. I know that, soul brother 85. A lot of you, I saw in your comments in the chat room when he's on the platform, when he's talking, y'all never liked him. I knew that. But he's respectful. He's civil. So I let him talk. We let him talk. We know that he never was one of us. We know where he stand. Hey, what's up there, Universal Moore? Ain't you seen you in a while too, brother? What's happening? Good to see you. Universal Moore. Been around me since 2000 and something, 9 or whatever. I haven't changed. I'm still the same person. I still speak the way that I speak. I don't hold my tongue. I'm going to try to keep it real with us as best as possible. We can be buddies. I'm pretty sure there's many things I've said, and I have stepped on the foot of my brother Universal Moore. I'm very sure. But he's not emotional like some of these sad ass 30-some people out here. Some of these brothers, they 30, 40. I've never seen these guys are so emotional. They cry, they weep, they get upset because you don't agree with them. Sit your baby ass down somewhere and take the pacifier out your mouth. They've been sucking too many women's breasts or something. You know, it's that Similac milk they was drinking. See, I'm old enough. I was raised on my mother's breast milk. Some of y'all was raised on that Similac. Y'all was raised on that canned milk. And really, it's made you really emotional. It's messed up your formation of your brain cells. You're not really together in the mind. See, I have an emotional connection to women because I was raised on breast milk. I was right there with my mama, and she let me suckle on her breast till I got tired. Some of y'all don't have the experience. See, I have a connection to flesh and bone and blood. Y'all have a connection to a damn can that the white man made and some chemicals. So that's why Cuckoo Cutter loves science, because he probably was raised on Similac. He was raised on milk, some fake ass milk that came out of a can. Some scientists whipped up and gave it to him, and now your brain not developed properly. That's why you love science, because it was science in a can that they fed you since you was a child, since you was an infant. I'm breastfed. And I notice most of us who are breastfed, we have a different attitude than these people that was born and fed on a can. That Similac and Enfamil, that fake stuff. And you didn't even get cow's milk. Now there's some of us, we was raised on cow's milk. Yeah, the Similac brothers. So Brother 85 said, Cutter needs some breast milk. I noticed that. I can almost tell some of these people, they never had that closeness to life. Your life, when you on the breast, you close to your mother, you close to a beating heart and warmth and comfort. It's a whole different psychology. He's supposed to be a psychology major, so he knows what I'm talking about is true. That a baby breastfed, and they even tell you on the Similac can that your baby's health is better if you give your baby breast milk. It even says it on the Similac Enfamil can. Feeding on your mother's breast is psychological also. It's a whole lot of things that go into that. Your immunity to diseases, a whole lot of things go with that. And you suckle on her breast for 2 years or whatever. That's right. That's also right, Soul Brother 85. But you know, in this country, the male is raised to be too masculine. We're human beings. You have a right to cry and get upset. That's not what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with getting emotional. These guys, a lot of us, we over emotional. We are overly expressive of this emotion, which is good in this case because it brought out the 1000% of what Cuckoo Cutter really was about. I don't need that in my life. So again, I'm glad that he's gone. And I wish him the best in his life or whatever he's doing. I don't need him. I was doing good. I've been doing good without him since 2007. I don't need none of those people. Matter of fact, all these people, Cuckoo Cutter, Craig, Guy Nollywood Jr., Bakari, all of them have me as a connection. Without me in the equation, they was doing nothing. They said nothing. They was doing nothing. All of them. I'm the equation. I'm the inspiration. I'm the energy. And that's a fact. Maurice was on his channel doing nothing. Cuckoo Cutter wasn't doing nothing. Craig was doing nothing. Guy Nollywood, Bakari, all these people, they came to my channel and got inspiration. They got energized. And then they betray the source and they leave the light. And so now they fall back into darkness. They could have been on their way somewhere. When you saw them and all of us was together, you saw the power. You saw what could be. You saw the potential. And the people gravitated and they loved it. Yeah, that's cool. Why don't you find that, Universal, and post that? And I'll put that on my channel too when you get it. Let me know when you get that, because it's somewhere. I put all the blog talks on my channel. It's there somewhere, but I really don't know who was the guest or what was being talked about. I don't remember. And I didn't go through the description box to see what was going on. So if you do that, let me know so I'll repost it on this channel again. But Universal Moore, we've been on, I'm very sure this brother been with me since at least 2009, I believe, because we had a conference. We had I think it was 2009. It was the Wacky World of O. It was Mr. Superboy, Universal Moore. We had a little Skype conference, way back in the day. And I know that I talk harsh. I know that I talk, but it's just the reality of things. It's the truth. I'm not going to change me, because that's what we need. We need a reality check. We are delusionary. We continue to be lost in our fantasy and fiction. We need a reality check. We need somebody that can bring reason to the table. It's not getting you nowhere. That's not my fault. I want us to be a winner. Mr. Superboy is my black world now, I think, because they flagged down his Mr. Superboy channels, and now he's my black world or something like that, I believe. And he don't talk like he used to talk. He basically just talk about, he's an entertainment reporter, basically, and he's doing just fine, and I'm happy for him. This is not for everybody. This is rough. People want to threaten your life. They flag down your channels. This is a rough deal. I've been here since 2007. I can take it. I'm like Muhammad Ali, So hey, I keep it rolling. And the number one reason why I keep it rolling is because I have something to say. I have something to say, and that's why I keep talking. I have something beneficial if you will listen and give it a chance, so we can win. I don't think Cool Cutter is a flagger. That guy Nollywood person tried to flag my channels down. I know he did. So I definitely don't want nothing to do with him. And Alquan threatened to flag down my interview with Sister Noble. He threatened to see these flaggers. See, I don't like folks like that. Why are you flagging? Why do you feel as though you need to flag somebody? Because basically, when you flagging somebody in the YouTube world, basically you committing murder. You shooting somebody. You want them dead. That's what you're doing. For some reason, you want me dead. When you flag people for no reason, because you don't like what they say. Make a video response, do your thizzy, say what you need to say. Now, there was a queen. Some of y'all see, I'm not into all this African stuff and all this history, science. I'm not into that. But there's a queen, Queen Naganzi or something like that, Nazanzi. I forgot what her name is. She was an African queen, and she helped the slave traders. And then they turn around and betrayed her. Now they want her to be a slave. And they did. They conquered her. She put up a good fight, but they conquered her and her people. And they took her sisters and brothers, members of the royal family, and they took them as slaves, and she was able to escape. Now, does that sound like she was part of African unity? They was not unified. They had a hatred towards one another. They didn't give a damn until it was their turn. And by the time they stopped being stupid and realized that we need to come together, it's too late. The continent of Africa was conquered, and is still conquered to this day. These people are not interested in unity. Africans would rather go extinct. Look, Africans would rather go extinct than unite. Here you are, black people in the United States of America, soul brothers and sisters. You know that we need unity, but you would rather go extinct than do that. So maybe you are African, because you are damn fool just like they are. You stupid and silly just like they are. They stupid and now here you are, an African on your land, and other people control your crap. But you want me to be an African and be proud. Proud of what? A bunch of losers? Africans are losers. You losers. What is there to be proud of? So y'all talk about what happened 12,000 years ago. And you talk about what happened 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago. Because the reality of 2020, your ass is a slave, and those Africans is a slave, and you're all a bunch of losers. You keep talking all this black pride bull doo-doo, and you're a bunch of losers. There are some folks that don't like the word white supremacy. Ain't no white man. And look, ain't no white man supreme over me. You don't like that word, white supremacy, pink supremacy. If I'm playing a basketball game with a person and I cannot beat them, I never beat them at one game, they are supreme over me. They are supreme over me until I can prove I'm their equal or I can hang with them. So you can not like the word white supremacy all you want to. Because the reality is they're kicking you in your ass and you are under their domination. So what you want to call it? See, that hurts their feelings. It makes them feel inferior. I'm not their inferior. Do they obey your laws? Do they fear you? Do you have policy and laws that they recognize and obey? No. Everything about your life, they in your life. You're not in their life. Nothing you do affect them. But things that they do affect your happy ass. But you're not inferior. They're not supreme over you. More feel-good rhetoric. Because you can't accept the reality of things. So you go to the bottle and get drunk. You try to stay as long as you can in some woman's panties, and she try to stay in yours. You do drugs and alcohol. My brother Mark. Hey, what's up, brother Mark? Let me put him on the screen. You do everything so you can't see what you really messing with. You're a god and you're a king and queen, and the aliens gonna come and save you. Here come the mother plane, and you the chosen people of God, and all this other nonsense feel-good rhetoric. It's not helping you at all. What's gonna help you is when you are actually participating and you see that your condition is changing. That's what's gonna really help you. Making all these excuses while you're a damn loser, that's not gonna help you. I would be doing you a disservice by not stepping up and saying what needs to be said. I forgot to put my banner up. Where's my banner at? I forgot to put my banner up. Shoot. Anyway. Mark says, teach, keep teaching. I don't consider myself a teacher. I just offer my advice and I offer my suggestion because really, we already know. We just don't want to do. What is the old saying? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's the problem. You have an old dog mentality. And I know you have an old dog mentality because the only thing you talk about what happened 20,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago, and 100 million years ago. An old dog in the past. You have an old dog mentality. They say that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's our problem. But if you as an old dog don't learn new tricks, you done. And that's a fact. I mean, it's simple as that. That's a fact. If this old dog don't learn new tricks, you're done. It's simple as that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to get you emotional. I'm not trying to get you angry. I want us to be winners. I'm tired of being a loser. I want to be a real winner. I want to come in first. I don't want to come in second pretending I came in first. No, if you came in second, that's what you did. You came in second. You did not come in first. You ever play basketball with folks and they come in second, but when they come off the court, they act like they won and came in first, which is cool because I do it all the time because I'm a winner. I'm going to be a winner whether I win or lose. That's my attitude. But I understand the reality that I came in second or third or fourth or whatever. I can accept that reality. You're losing. I want us to win. I understand. I know that you love the things that you do, but that you're not winning. You need to change your strategy. Get your mind out of the past, out of all this information and science, and that's not doing you no damn good. You have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your way of life. The Mississippi campaign is not only about the creation of a safe haven, but changing our life, the way we live, how we think, how we look at the world, how we view things. I don't want to live like an American. I don't want to live like somebody from 12,000 years ago. It's time to, right on point, free your mind, in vogue. When you free your mind, the rest will follow because your mind will be open to new ideas, new worlds, new strategy. You'll be able to see things that you never saw before when you free your mind, and the rest will follow. Free your mind. That's what liberation is about. It's about freedom. The freedom of your mind, and the freedom of your physical body to get out of here. The Bible, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be Audi 5000. In religious texts, it talks about that the God brings in a new world, a new earth, and the former things shall pass away. The thinking of the old dog shall pass away. Because it's time for something new. And when you come into the new world, there's no need for a Bible. There's no need for Quran. There's no need for the science and the information, because now you're free. You have finally arrived at the promised land that Dr. King talked about. Free your mind. Don't be so shallow. Right on. Soul power. Don't be so shallow. That's our problem. We're so shallow. We're so vain. We don't want to be wrong. But if you're wrong, you're just wrong. We got to be new. A new creation. And that's what we are physically. Because the so-called Negro in America, we are a brand new people created out of oppression. We don't look like nobody because of our DNA. Some of us can look like an African, like me. Some of us may look like an American Indian. Because that's in our DNA. Remember, some of us can pass for white. There's no African. There's no American Indians. None of them can pass for white. None of them can do what we do because we're brand new people unto ourselves. And we should be the ones, as they say, blessed to bring in the new world. We should be the ones to lead people to heaven. We should be the ones to lead people to the hereafter. The heaven on earth. If you free your mind, the rest will follow. Don't be so shallow, caught up in your selfishness. You're not doing right by your children. You're not doing right by your future generations to continue to think like the old dog. Oh, it's from 2011. You found it. Okay. I'm subscribed to you. When you put it up, I'll mirror it, put it on my channel. I'm probably already have it on there. Put a good title on it, and I'll mirror it. So, I'm not your enemy. I know who the enemy is. You wasting your time making mockery of me. Oh, I'm crazy. My brain is damaged. My Invoke poster. I'm miserable in my life. All this nonsense that you talk about. And you're a slave, just like me, in a racist nation. What does it do to, how does it benefit you to attack me? And plus, I'm a nobody. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody cares nothing about what I talk about. So, why are you so upset? Because when you do hear the words, when you do mess around and hear this truth, It vibrates through your whole essence of your body. And you know that you're wrong. And you don't want to deal with the man in the mirror. Okay. Okay. That's the title. All right. I remember that. I remember that. Twin said, I want that Invo poster. When I went to the Invo concert, I met a brother there, and I'm still cool with that brother. And we got to talking, and I wanted that poster, but they wouldn't give it to me. That brother, he was a security guard, and he went out of his way. We exchanged information, and he got that Invo poster for me. See, that's what you do. You look out for your brother, and we still cool right now. Brother Tracy. And he got me this poster, and he paid for it. I didn't ask him to do that. That's what brothers do for one another. I didn't ask him for the Invo poster. He knew that I was interested, and he was able, he bought it from somebody. He didn't even ask me to reimburse him for the money that he paid for it. He paid for the poster, he put it in the mail, and he sent it to me. Brotherhood. But here we have somebody like Cool Cutter thinking all this nasty stuff about me. And now it's all come out in the wash. Because he never was a brother. And many of you knew, and I knew too, because he basically is the same person he was in 2009. He threatened me to beat me up way back in 2009. So he still has this emotional, he's still has this problem. Because they can't handle. See, a lot of these people think they real smart, intelligent. They read a lot of books and whatever. They got all these college degrees or whatever. That don't mean nothing to me. But you don't have common sense. You don't have logic. You don't have reason. And the number one thing you don't do is accept reality. So I'm not impressed by your college degrees and your information and your scholarship and whatever you think that you got. You're not as smart as you think that you are. And another thing they don't like about me is because I can defend my position. I'm articulate. Yes, I'm articulate. I'm charismatic. I'm just as charismatic, cool. I can talk, speak, just like I can hang with the best of them. And that's why they don't like me. But you see, if there are articulate, charismatic people to represent your nonsense, there should be somebody charismatic who's strong with a personality that can represent real truth, reality. So you got it here with Angel Snap number 7. And I'm not going to change my position because you need to get real and get out of la-la land. Get out of thinking like an old dog. If we don't learn new tricks, we're done. And that's just a fact. There's no other way around it. Your delusions, your mother plane, or whatever, your ghosts and your goblins and flying out your body and all this stuff that y'all off into is not going to help you. Clearly, it's not helping you. Show me. If you can show me where y'all accomplishing something, I'll shut up. You can't show nothing. So why don't you think about it? Why don't you try something different? Free your mind. Free your mind. And the rest will follow. On that note, let me get brother Moore's comment before I close. Brother Moore said, it's all called magical thinking. And if you do experience something magical and have not a witness, it is all conjecture. See? I did see a comment. Somebody asked me if I was a Moor. No, I never was a Moor. The only claim I ever was, I was under the leadership of the Honorable, got to say Honorable, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan told me in person, me and all the brothers and sisters in 1982, it was like 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I think it was like 1 o'clock or something. Minister Farrakhan told us, do not call him honorable. That's what he told us in 1982. And now, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, every time they open their mouth, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, they trying to put him in the same position of Elijah Muhammad, but he's nothing like Elijah Muhammad. He's nothing like Elijah Muhammad. He's nothing close to Elijah Muhammad. There is no comparison. What about thanking Jesus? What are we going to thank Jesus for? And I am cool. I get along with Christians way better than these blackity black folks. I have a better relationship with Christians. I don't go back and forth with Christians. They don't get emotional. The Christians that I know of, the people that believe in Jesus, they're not like these blackity black folks like that. I've never had a Christian threaten my life. None of that stuff. I do have Christians that listen to Angel Snub Nub 7. Whether you know it or not. I have a little bit, Angel Snub Nub 7, a little bit of everybody listen to Angel Snub Nub 7. When you want to break up the monotony of all this garbage that you got out here, they come to Angel Snub Nub 7. Don't agree, but it breaks up the monotony. But you got to get out of that because you actually need Angel Snub Nub 7 to change your condition. You need a different way of looking at things, a new strategy. You have to have a purpose, you have to have a goal, you have to have vision. What they say, a people without vision shall perish, or something to that effect. What is your vision? They don't never really tell you. I just want to go back to Africa. That's their vision. Go back to Africa so you can speak French, so you can speak Portuguese, because the Africa basically is Europeanized. It's not the Africa that you have delusional in your mind. It's not Wakanda. It's Europeanized and slowly becoming Asian. So what do I need to go to Africa for when I got Asian right here in America and I'm living with Europeans? Why should I go to Africa? And when they do go to Africa, they go to the places that's basically Europeanized. So really you're defeating the purpose of going to Africa if the only thing you're going to do is still be a Negro European. What difference do it make? See, these people confused. They don't know what they want. They just out here just drifting wherever the wind blows. They just drifting. I can't do it. I got to have guidelines. I got to have timetables. I can't just be drifting wherever the wind blows, whatever make me feel good. I can't do that. And I damn sure don't want to be a comfortable Negro. A black power, comfortable Negro, black first, comfortable Negro, comedic, comfortable Negro. Nobody is impressed by you. Because they see you on a road to nowhere, a bunch of hype. You ain't nothing, a bunch of losers. And that's all you ever gonna be, a loser, until you get this dog, this old dog thinking out your mind. That's just the reality of it. With that said, if there's any question anybody have that they want me to, oh, let me send a shout out to my Facebook audience, because I know Facebook. I'm sorry. Let me go see. Let me see what my Facebook is doing. Yeah. Look, I'm so sorry, Facebook. I need to give y'all some attention. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. I want to thank my Facebook. This broadcast has been simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, Facebook, for coming and joining us this afternoon. I really appreciate it. I also want to thank you for your donations to my medical hospital fund. And that's another thing about Brother Gary. When I saw that he did not make any kind of donation to my medical hospital fund, that made me really understand exactly who and what he was. Because Brother Gary is a truck driver. Brother Gary is making a lot of money. I would guess that he's making at least $1,000 a week or more. Probably, and that's probably take home pay. That's take home pay. And he didn't donate to my medical fund at all. So that let me know, that made me to really look at him in a different manner anyway. But I don't have to worry about Brother Gary. He'll be fine in his fake world. But we keep it real here. We don't live the fake. Either you real or you fake. Yeah, the videos talking about my hospitalization is on the channel Universal More, and you can check that out. I had surgery about a month ago, and I had another surgery Friday, right here. I still got you can see the bandage here. I just had a little bit more surgery Friday. So it's a long road. I feel good right now, but it's an up and down thing. And I will come and talk to us every chance I get, because like I tell us, tomorrow is not promised to nobody. I'm very happy to be here. And I love us. I love us free thinkers. You're not slaves. You're free thinkers. And it's wonderful being around you. You give me that energy that I need. And I'm so happy to know that I am not alone. What was that comment? Because you had a comment earlier, Brother Moore, about Sister Noble's book. You purchased her book. Let me find your comment. Yeah, because I think you said you purchased her book. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's way down there somewhere. Hey, I can't find it. Anyway, brother Universal, I believe he said he purchased Sister Noble's book. Thank you so much. Brother Moore says, you are definitely an asset to the collective. You will make a very good aunt. A very good aunt. What's an aunt? I don't know what is that an acronym? What is an aunt, Brother Moore? But while Brother Moore is telling me what an ant is, I thank him for purchasing Sister Noble's a book, God is on Trial. I thank everybody in behalf of Sister Noble for getting her book, and for those who will purchase her book in the future. Hey, I know our money gets funny, so I have nothing against you. If you wanted to donate to my medical fund or you want to purchase Sister Noble's book, believe me, our money gets funny. I understand that, but and I appreciate it, and I still thank you just for the thought of wanting to do that. What's an ant? What's an ant, Brother Moore? Over a month ago from your video. What did I said something about an ant? Okay, and Brother Legend says he got the book. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, because again, nobody has to do nothing. Nobody has to do nothing. But Sister Noble and myself, we are charitable people. And, I give when I see people doing something. Even these blackity black folks, I buy shirts and things from them or whatever, and I support these blackity black folks in certain things. I buy their pies and their cakes and things of this nature, but this is how they treat their brothers and sisters because you disagree with them. Twin Pyramid says he's purchasing the book right now. All right. I applaud everybody. I thank you so much. And I really enjoy being with us. I like to be among my peers. You are my peers. We already know that Cuckoo Cutter was not our peer. But again, he's civil. He wasn't talking crazy stuff until he got drunk. Till he got drunk, because he would come to this platform and he's drinking. You could tell he was getting drunk, and then he fall asleep on it. So he's using alcohol. He's a substance abuser because that's what people do when they're trying to escape reality. Drugs, alcohol, pornography, things of that nature. Something in his life, he's using his platform to talk nonsense and he knows that history and science is not going to change the condition of nobody, but that's what they want to do nothing. And you get angry at me because it's time to do something. If not for yourself, for our future generations. All of us will probably be dead within the next 20 years anyway. Why don't we use our life to do something to benefit the next generation? Soul Brother just didn't like Cuckoo Cutter at all. He said he was an annoying personality. Woo! Thank you, Universal Moore. I appreciate it, brother. I really do. What did an ant are highly respected by me. Do your job tirelessly without reciprocation. I cannot say that word to save my life. They are the value of what all is need to be and all what they're supposed to do without being taught. That is you. Hey, I don't need to say nothing more. Like Stan Lee from Marvel Comics used to say, enough said. Enough said. And with that said, I guess we're going to go ahead and get out of here. My next video presentation, I want to talk about the benefits of the Mississippi campaign that Maurice Muhammad finally admit came from this platform. We want to talk about the benefits and go into more details and open up the platform for serious inquiry, not those who just looking for entertainment. I'm not here for your entertainment. Right. That's what he do. Come on the platform drinking. I don't know if he do any kind of drugs, but I know he drinks. Then they fall asleep. Right. The legend says the main focus was you and Miss Maxie. The rest I didn't know about. Well, brother Taalik, don't forget brother Taalik now. Brother Taalik is a strong supporter of this platform, and a lot of those guys don't or didn't like brother Taalik because, see, I was merciful towards some of those people, and because I should have let them go a long time ago. Taalik used to always tell me, that cat ain't right, blah, blah, let them go. But Taalik always been the brother with me for the last 2, 3, 4 years. Brother Taalik got my back. He's never shown me other than being a brother for 4 years. Brother Taalik was sitting right here in my house with me. And of course, they called us gay and all that type of stuff, blah, blah, blah. No evidence. You have no evidence of no homosexual behaviors, none of that kind of crap. Thank you very much, Brother Twin. Brother Taalik is just like myself. He's strong. He was part of the reason for the Mississippi campaign. I was talking with him one night, and we were just kicking stuff and came up with the Mississippi campaign. Brother Taalik was in my house right here. Brother Taalik was with En Vogue. And I support Brother Taalik. Brother Taalik supports, Brother Eric supports this platform and been with me for 4 years, going strong. Yes, he's the one in Nebraska. Yeah. And they like to talk about him because he's not an eloquent speaker and all like that. But Brother Taalik has a lot of experience. He's been around. And if you give him a chance to listen to him, and many of y'all have subscribed to Brother Taalik because you know that he's real. Yeah, Cuckoo Cutter is the half Filipino brother. His mother comes from the Philippines. And I accept him. Now, in reality, Maurice and all those other Pan-African guys, they don't accept him because his mother is Filipino. They don't embrace that interracial stuff. But see, the reason why they reached out to Cuckoo Cutter, because they think they hurting me. They reach out to anybody they think they can get because they think they hurting me. You're not hurting me. You can have Cuckoo Cutter. You'll never see Brother Taalik with them. You'll never see Sister Noble with them. So the real stay with the real, and those who ain't real go with the fake. That's all that proves. Like Elmer Fudd said, good winnings, the bad rubbish. I love a lot of those Bugs Bunny cartoons. Get good winnings, the bad rubbish. So good riddance to bad rubbish. On that note, let's get out of here. Again, I thank you for smashing that cash out. What is it? Cash out, PayPal, or whatever it is. Thank you for supporting my Medical Hospital Fund, thank you for participating in our talk today. Thank you for supporting Sister Noble, purchasing her book today. Man, y'all wonderful. And see, this is another thing. I'm happy with my 10 subscribers. I'm happy. I don't need 100,000 subscribers. The only thing I need is you and you real. That's all I need. I don't need 100,000 fake ass folks, emotional ass folks, living in the past, living in delusion and fairy tale. I just need a few people to keep it real. That's all I need. And I'm happy. And I've been happy since 2007. Because all I ever had was my 10 subscribers. And my 10 subscribers been hanging since 2007. And that's all I need. I don't need y'all fake ass flunkies. Kick rocks and buy. Yes, you are, Legend. You're real too. The rest of them can kick rocks and fly. I don't want these emotional men around me. I'd rather be around just women. I don't need a man in my life at all. All these emotional men can stay away. I don't need no man in my life at all. Yeah. Just give me the women. I don't need no men in my life anyway. Cool cutter. So how can I be a homosexual and only people I want around me is women? I'm a messed up homosexual. I'm a messed up gay person. But see, the thing about it is they keep men around them. Their God is a man. They praise men. They put men on their wall. All the books that they get written by men, everything about them is men. They sound more homosexual than I ever be. Whew. What's that? Oh, that's some bad words in okay. Here's the word. Putang Enoch Mo. I think that's how you say it. That's some profane words in the Philippine language. Putang Enoch Mo Cuckoo Cutter. Oh, we out of here, y'all. Just playing around. I wish them guys the best of luck, but unfortunately, we know that's right. We love women over here. That's right. You know, I wish them the best of luck. No hard feelings. We just don't belong. We just don't belong with each other. Y'all do y'all thing, and we gonna keep bringing the real while y'all do the fake over down. It's fake. It's a losing proposition. You ain't going nowhere. You know it, but you are in denial and don't want to admit it. And you want to hold on to your old dog mentality. But that old dog, again, you need to learn some new tricks. On that note, we out of here. 2 hours and 26 minutes. I think that's enough to hold us for a little while. My next video presentation, I do want to talk about the benefits of Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. And if you have not subscribed to the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign YouTube channel, easy to find, easy to look up. Subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi channel. Anything I talk about related to the Mississippi campaign, I put all those videos on that channel. With that said, thank you for your donations. Thank you for the purchase of Sister Noble's books. We love women here. No doubt. Soul sisters first. Soul sisters first. Yes, the women. I can't leave alone. Absolutely correct. We do the woman here. Soul sisters, the female energy. That's what's here. That's what drives me. Mama, take us home. the nurturer, the life giver, the one that gives us our soul. That's what I roll. But of course, we love the brothers too. No doubt about that. We all family. Because that sister need us just as much as we need her. We all together, we family in this. It's a balance. We all are one. And that's what some of y'all need to learn. We are about real unity here. You don't have to agree with me. Family don't always agree. Family don't always get together. But when you have family, when you come against one, you got to come against them all. Whether that family member is right or wrong, we'll figure that out later. You don't jump on my uncle. You don't jump on my sister. You don't jump on my mama. Everybody come out and defend family. Y'all don't think that way. And you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to do what I do, but we family. So the fakes can keep doing what they're doing. We want a real family here. If you jump on Universal Moore, you got to jump on me. You jump on Soul Brother, you got to jump on me. Or Twin, or anybody else, you jump on family, you got to deal with me too. That's how we operate here, because we family. One for all for one, all that kind of stuff. That's how we do it here. That's how we rock and roll here. And on that note, let me get out of here until the next video presentation. The benefits of Operation Exodus Mississippi, I don't know. I got it scheduled for September the 30th. It could be earlier. I just wanted to put it out there because that's the next topic that I really want to speak on. With that said, in behalf of myself, Brother Taalik, the audience, the listeners of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry, Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign that was founded, and Maurice Muhammad said, you don't have to take my word for it, Maurice Muhammad, the truth teller, he said that I am the originator, that the Mississippi campaign come from me. Funny. All for one and one for all. Absolutely. Soul power in the house. Soul power forever. We can win if that's what we want to do. Till next time, y'all, as Don Cornelius always would say, as important, I wish us love, peace, and soul. We out. Thanks. Thanks a lot.